Missing data in clinical trials are values you plan to collect but do not have available for analysis. It can happen when participants miss visits, stop treatment, withdraw consent, or when data is not captured correctly at site. The impact is not just a smaller sample size. The bigger concern is bias. If the likelihood of missingness is linked to outcomes or treatment, the estimated treatment effect can shift in a way that does not reflect reality. That is why missing data is as much an operational issue as it is a statistical one. When teams discuss missingness mechanisms, they often refer to common mechanisms, but in practice, you rarely know which one applies. The goal is to reduce avoidable missingness during conduct and to pre-specify analysis approaches that remain credible under reasonable assumptions. Regulatory expectations push teams to define the clinical question before choosing the method. This is where the estimand framework matters. An estimand links the question you want to answer to how you handle intercurrent events such as treatment discontinuation, rescue medication, or death. Decide upfront whether you are estimating outcomes regardless of those events or under a scenario where they did not occur, and align follow-up and analysis to that choice. This helps avoid ad hoc fixes later. Prevention starts with design choices that reduce friction. Every additional visit or assessment increases the risk of drop-off. Keeping protocols practical, using visit windows, and allowing remote or hybrid assessments where appropriate can make follow-up more resilient. A retention plan should be operational, not aspirational. Clear contact schedules, reminders, and participant-friendly logistics all reduce missed assessments. Train sites on collecting key outcomes even after treatment stops, where consent allows and the estimand requires it. Central and risk-based monitoring can identify emerging patterns such as sites with rising missed visits, so teams can intervene early. It also helps to document efforts consistently, including attempts to obtain critical endpoints and to distinguish missed dosing from missed data. Even with strong prevention, some missing data is inevitable, so the analysis approach needs to be planned and justified. The right method depends on the estimand and on what missingness mechanism is plausible. For continuous outcomes collected repeatedly over time, mixed models for repeated measures are commonly used and can handle incomplete longitudinal data under a missing at random assumption by using all available visits. Multiple imputation is another widely used approach. It creates multiple plausible data sets and combines results to reflect uncertainty and can include variables linked to missingness. For time to event endpoints, censoring rules and event definitions need to align with the estimand, and teams should consider whether dropout could be informative. Some methods are best avoided because they can create misleading results when assumptions do not hold. Complete case analysis can be problematic when missingness is related to outcomes. Last observation carried forward can misrepresent trajectories, especially when outcomes change over time. The main risk is using convenience methods without a defensible link to the question being answered. This is why sensitivity analysis is central. A good sensitivity plan asks if the primary assumptions are wrong in a plausible way, would the conclusion change? Techniques such as delta-adjusted imputation, pattern mixture models, or tipping point analyses can test less favorable but credible scenarios. The aim is to test the main assumption in a way that is clinically interpretable and decision relevant, and to present results transparently alongside the primary analysis. Certain data types need extra care. Patient-reported outcomes often fail because the burden is underestimated. Flexible completion options, reminders, appropriate translations, and attention to literacy and usability can reduce skipped items. Capturing reasons for missingness helps interpret the pattern. For composite or responder endpoints, teams need clear rules for how partial data map to the final endpoint and whether intercurrent events define non-response. Keep the endpoint definition and estimand in view, especially around discontinuation and non-response rules. Inspection-ready planning means making the links explicit. In the statistical analysis plan, the estimand, intercurrent event strategy, and missing data handling should be coherent. Define analysis populations, visit windows, handling of partial dates, and rules for out-of-window data. Specify the primary model, the imputation approach if used, what variables enter the models, and how many imputations are planned. Sensitivity analyses should be described with their rationale, not just named. Reporting should describe missingness patterns and reasons, and summarize exposure and discontinuation by arm, with clear tables linking intercurrent events to outcome availability. Operationally, controlling missing data is shared work. Statisticians lead on estimands, primary analyses, and sensitivity frameworks. Data managers build the data flow, edit checks, and dashboards that surface emerging gaps. Clinical teams and monitors drive site training, participant, retention, and escalation when visits slip, agree shared definitions for withdrawal, discontinuation, and loss to follow-up, and make escalation routes clear. To learn how Quanticate can support your next trial, email inquiries@quanticate.com or request a consultation through our website. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more practical insights on clinical trials and modern drug development.